आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
At 8 p.m. tonight, why the Parliament of India has failed the people of India. They had time to debate Vande Mataram, the G bill and everything else, but they didn't give a damn. They didn't give a damn to an issue that the country expected them to find a resolution on. And at 9 p.m. tonight, why the legalization of illegal mining in the Aravalis is the most dangerous thing that the government and the Supreme Court could have done. We elect the government. We support and respect the Supreme Court. But neither the Supreme Court of India nor the government has any right to destroy a mountain range. Today I'm even more convinced that the politicians of this country don't care for you. Parliament does not care for you. The netas don't care for you. There is a merry mood in Parliament. All these big netas are celebrating, they are joking, they are preparing for Christmas season, they are going on their long break, 1.5-month break these people get. You and I don't get that. Look at the pictures. That's one shot. We can run the others as well. They're all dancing. They're having a great time, ladies and gentlemen. An absolutely great time. 25% of the people of this country are suffering and dying due to pollution. 30 crore people are dying every day due to pollution, dying a little bit more because of AQI. But the Parliament of India has effectively told the citizens of India that, listen, we're getting into our holidays, go to hell. I know the parliamentarians, the netas don't like me saying this, but this is the clearest expression. Go to hell is their attitude towards the people of India. Tomorrow, there's a symbolic private member's bill, Friday, and I can tell you by 2 o'clock, Parliament is effectively over. And all the parliamentarians will go in their taxpayer-paid cars and fly business class back to their constituencies. You are paying for their business class tickets, you're paying for them. They've had fun, they've attacked each other, they've had fun, they've had drama, they've had walkouts. They've discussed G bill, they've discussed Vande Mataram. You kept expecting that one of them will make this an issue, that they will legislate. Now that they've had their winter fun, they are not answerable to you. And I want to tell you that AQI is not the government's priority. Ladies and gentlemen, why just blame the Parliament, the government? Does the government care? Does the central government care? Does the Modi government care? This government has the time to argue in court and make a case on why a 5,000 crore paid immunity should be given to the Sandesara brothers, and why by paying 5,000 crores they should be, all the criminal cases against them should be dropped. And today you will find that that news was out that the Sandesara brothers have no cases against them because government and Supreme Court had the time to discuss their case. They are important people. You see, you are not. Runaway fugitive billionaires are important, both for the government and for the Supreme Court. You are not. Sandesara brothers will have a great Christmas season, but you won't. I don't know what the priorities are anymore in this country. The government had even time to change the definition of what the Aravali mountains are, so that more multi-billionaires can come in and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars can be made by destroying a mountain range built over millions and hundreds of millions of years, so that more businessmen can make money mining bauxite in the Aravalis and destroying the natural habitat, environment, forest range, destroying the Aravalis. The government had the time, the Supreme Court had the time with the government to ensure that this becomes a reality, but they have no time for citizens. At least the government doesn't. Supreme Court at least heard them. I respect the Supreme Court, but I am a citizen of India. I have a right to disagree with what's going on in the Supreme Court, either with the greatest of respect to the honorable judges. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Did the judge who was caught for taking cash go to jail? Did you get an answer on why we are being told 30 crore people can die a little bit more every day because of AQI? I sometimes feel this whole system is no longer answerable to you. As of tonight, I'm proud to say that 4,098 people through WhatsApp have said they will not vote for any political party. They will put NOTA because they didn't get the AQI they deserve. I know 4,098 is a small number, that's 0.006% maybe of the population of those who voted in the last general elections. But what if 4,000 becomes 40 lakh? What is 40 lakh becomes 4 crore? What is 4 crore becomes 40 crore? Ladies and gentlemen, trust me, if you join this movement, we can make the government and parliament and courts and everyone listen to us. So please tonight, pull out your phones, use your WhatsApp, look at what I'm putting as a public notification and say no AQI, no vote. I am going to put the number out live tonight. And I'd like to see, I can only request, I can request you to raise your voice. These people, the netas, the government, parliament, courts, all think that Arnab is fighting a lonely battle. Make me feel that it's not a lonely battle because I'm fighting for you tonight. Go on WhatsApp and say that you are angry. I'm saying this because of this map of India I will show you. This map is angry. This map of our country has gone deep orange and to crimson red. Those who say Vande Mataram, we respect Vande Mataram, but do we do enough for Mother India? The parliamentarians have failed you. They will close parliament tomorrow. They don't give a damn for you. They really don't care for you. Look at the map. They don't care for what you're going through because you've not consolidated yourself into a vote bank. And some people say, listen, Arnab, this is not our problem. The wind will come, the breeze will come, and the AQI will go down. I want to ask those people, do I vote for the breeze, for the wind, for nature, or do I vote for the government? The government is answerable tonight. Parliament is shutting down tomorrow, and by this action of arrogantly shutting down, they are telling you, basically, go to hell. And they are saying, go to hell to you because you did not shout enough. You still can. Your only weapon is your hashtag and your phone. Use that tonight. This is an emergency bigger than COVID. 60% of Indian districts are affected by poor AQI. 17.18 lakh died in 2022 because of poor AQI. And in that same year, 4,81,000 people died because of COVID. This means that AQI as a disease that's gone viral is 3 times bigger than COVID. Please wake up. I'm doing my bit, ladies and gentlemen. The politicians don't care. I have a clutch of letters I sent to these politicians, and I'm going to give them an empty chair. That's my only medium tonight. Rekha Gupta, the Delhi Chief Minister, does not care. I will give her an empty chair tonight. The Delhi Environment Minister, her deputy, Majinder Singh Sirsa, we try to confront him. He does not care. He's refused to come on my program. I will give him an empty chair tonight. I've written to the former Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal. He has refused to come on my program, and I will give him an empty chair tonight. Narendra Modi's Minister for Environment, who should have been more visible, and the Prime Minister should pull him up. Bhupender Yadav, his Minister of State, Kirtivardhan Singh. We sent letters to both of them. They are not answering. If they come on my program, I'll take them on. But they have refused to join my program. I shall give them an empty chair tonight. I'm putting their names out so that you know who's answerable to you. Make them answerable to you. Remember, why do they not come? Why do I have to give them an empty chair? Because they think that I am alone. You need to make them realize that you're with me. There is no opposition in this country. Remember, there is effectively no opposition. We have an ineffective Rahul Gandhi busy visiting the BMW factory in Germany and making Insta reels. A non-serious politician, a non-politician. Just because we have no effective opposition, the government gets away with a lot. You need to make the government realize that you are the opposition. No AQI, no improvement in AQI, no vote. NOTAForAQI, I'm putting the hashtag out, support me, your voice, your phone, and this hashtag are your weapon. I'm just going to be a sutradhar in this, ladies and gentlemen. Just a sutradhar. But remember that while you suffer, the politicians are having a gala time. They are on chutti for the next 1.5 months. What can you do? You can make them feel guilty. You can force them to come out of break. You can tell them that we are not having a holiday, that we are breathing poison every day, that our children, our parents, our loved ones are breathing in poison, ruining their lives and their health. Make them answerable, ladies and gentlemen, before it's too late. NOTA for AQI. NOTA. Let's debate.
This is not fog. This is not winter haze either. This is the national capital breathing poison yet again. From severe to hazardous, the numbers are alarming. And yet, the lawmakers choose to look the other way. From renaming Mangreka to VBG Ramji,
मनरेगा का बदलने का या नाम बदलने का नहीं है, ये अपने हकूक है, राइट टू वर्क, ये जो हक हमने दिया था उस हक को छीन ले रहे हैं।
मैंने आग्रह किया कि मैं आपके एक एक प्रश्न का उत्तर दूंगा, लेकिन जैसा अमर्यादित आचरण का प्रदर्शन हुआ, कागज फाड़ के उछाले गए, आसंदी के सामने टेबलों पे चढ़ गए, क्या ये बापू जी के आदर्शों की हत्या नहीं है?
to vote chori outrage.
There is no bigger anti-national act that you can do than vote chori. Because when you destroy the vote, you destroy the fabric of this country.
The parliament has debated it all. All except the biggest health emergency. Even as the centre attempted to damage control by ordering that vehicles without valid PUC certificates will not be given fuel at the petrol pumps. The question remains, is it enough? With just 1 day left in the winter session of Parliament, a national debate on toxic air seems unlikely. But Republic refuses to look away. Through our campaign, NOTAForAQI, we amplify what millions are asking for, the basic right to breathe. Because clean air is not a luxury, and the right to breathe cannot wait.
On the debate tonight, I have 4 angry citizens and activists versus 4 politicians and political activists, and I request all tonight, we won't speak over each other. That's all. We will not speak over each other. All right? We will hear each other. That's all I want. And when I ask, because 8 people I can't manage otherwise, okay? We have Bimalendra Jha, fantastic. He's the founder of Switch India and one of the most leading environmental voices in the country. We have Yogita Bhayana, incredible social activist, powerful citizen voice tonight. We have the amazing Dr. Vikram Singh tonight, former DGP and a very powerful voice tonight. I will be joined by Kailash Vasudev, senior advocate of the Supreme Court in a while, I think. A political side tonight, to my extreme left is Charu Pragya, national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And to her right, we have Nikhil Jain, who supports the Congress Party. To his right, we have Gaurav Chachra, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. And to my left, with some contraption out here, he's just put it on. We have Anmol Pawar of the Aam Aadmi Party. Anmol Pawar, what are you doing here, first of all? since you're doing this attention-grabbing tactic, may I ask you, what is this? What is this?
It's not an attention-grabbing tactic. The people are suffering today. Delhi is choking. Delhi has become a gas chamber. Go and see the ICUs of Delhi hospitals.
Yeah.
You'll get to know the reality.
Why did Parliament in that case? Why
elderly.
did Parliament not have the time? Not have 1 minute then in that case, Yogita? They did not have 1 minute. I said Parliament has said to the citizens of India, go to hell tonight. Am I right in that expression? You would like to say something, Yogita?
He's wearing this. I appreciate that, but how many people can afford this? And secondly, when your government was there, you also did nothing. You slept over this issue. Being the Delhi government, now the parliamentarians are doing the same thing. They're just, you know, the frivolous issues they are raising, and they're doing nothing. And I feel ashamed that this is like genocide.
Okay.
We are on that emergency. People are dying. It is genocide. They are killing. Actually, they should be held responsible. We don't have any accountability. They are taking advantage. They have been chosen. They are relaxing. They are enjoying. They are enjoying the perks. They do nothing. I'm so unfortunate.
Okay, I get the others also.
Yogita ji,
I'm going to. I just want. We're not going
and
to.
I appreciate you're wearing the mask, but how many people in this country where we die hungry can afford this mask?
See, that's
exactly
the point. Today we have in the center we have BJP, in the state we have BJP, in MCD we have BJP, mayor is of BJP, deputy mayor is of BJP, 22 states BJP is ruling for last 12 years. For last 12 years in the central government BJP is ruling.
Anmol, we agreed. We agreed.
India is reeling under severe pollution.
In this kind of a debate, Yogita, in this kind of a debate, we'll have to stop in and.
People need this oxygen. People are dying.
So I want to say this thing tonight, that this is not only Delhi. I am addressing the people of this country, people of India. The government of India is taking you for granted because there is no opposition that is effective and strong. Rahul Gandhi is busy visiting a limousine factory in Germany and making reels. There is no serious opposition in this country, and that's why anything can be done in this country. The Aravalis are being broken down. The Aravali range will be broken down. Imagine AQI will become 2,000. We'll all die. We'll all die, Vimlendu. And this is going to remain a political debate. Before I come to you, Vimlendu.
This is all red.
Yeah, it's terrible. I'll show the map. Before I come to you, Vimlendu, I just want to say, viewers, I've made a request to you. Please make me believe I'm taking on all of them together, all the political parties. You can't leave Republic alone in this, because why? We are fighting for you. So you need to use that WhatsApp. And digital team, please tell them where they can WhatsApp, and I'd like to see the numbers going up and the messages on the screen. We have a terrible public health emergency, ladies and gentlemen. Vimlendu, I'll put the map of the country out. This is a crazy situation we are living in. I am so angry with the parliament.
Absolutely.
So upset with the government.
And you must imagine last 3 weeks, we've actually been talking about it. We've been talking about cloud seeding, this, that, and the other. And every political party, as it was very rich, I would have believed what Anmol was actually talking about if till last year they would have done something. For 10 years they were in power. And today BJP is doing the same thing. So irrespective of the reality is that it's actually a pan-India problem. The Parliament of India should have been discussing this, but they haven't found time at all. They haven't found time. They have other issues to discuss. They had Vande Mataram. They had other issues to discuss. But the lungs of our children don't have a say at all in this entire crisis. And as you rightly said, that while we're talking about it, the natural barrier for Aravali, suddenly the Supreme Court believes and the government believes that anything which is lesser than 100 meters is no more Aravalis, which primarily means...
Can you imagine what's going to happen?
Absolutely, and that's the only thing that we have.
Today you are sitting in Delhi. I'm so angry with the Supreme Court. I have the very respected Kailash Vasudev, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court, who has come in right now. The politicians have tried to distract the people of India into all kinds of relatively irrelevant issues. I have respect, but this is not the time to have a Vande Mataram debate. This is not the time to have a Jiramji debate. This is not the time to joke. This is not the time to call off Parliament. We are in a national emergency while this is happening. Kailash Vasudev, while this is happening, quietly the Supreme Court allows immunity for the Sandesara brothers. They're allowed to get away. It's tomorrow, Vijay Mallya will ask for the same thing. And quietly, the Supreme Court also says anything below 100 meters is not Aravali. So you can basically, every builder who has money can go to the government, get permission and break down the Aravali mountains built over 750 million years. When that happens, Mr. Vasudev, we're all finished. People in Delhi will have to get out of Delhi. This is all going to be the desertification will be uncontrollable. We're all going to die. But some few people will make a lot of money tonight. What's going on in this country? Mr. Vasudev. Good evening, sir. No problems.
Pollution and traffic.
Yeah.
Now the position is that we are dealing.
It's a bit louder, sir.
We are dealing with a situation which is unparalleled in our system.
Yeah.
A bit of a background, if you give me 2 minutes. Everybody wants to come to Delhi, whether it's the Greeks, the Mughals, the English, or anyone, because this is a city located in the world's largest single agricultural belt in the world, the Indo-Gangetic Plain. Where the Indo-Gangetic Plain was an agricultural sector, we have now made it a commercial center. Buildings, high-rises are coming up every place, unregulated, without any system. Supreme Court came into the picture first with rural litigation in 1984-86, Justice Bhagwati, then started the MC Mehta chain, then came the conservation of forest cases. In none of the cases have the courts been able to regulate anything at all. We have permitted all sorts of things, reversed our positions, altered our angles and everything. May I just show you a photograph of Delhi, which I've been able to get? I'll ask your staff.
We'll get that on. Yes. In the meantime, maybe we can show the map of India, the maps of Delhi, the graphics are all ready. Yes, sir.
The reversal by the Supreme Court of its own judgment for the purposes of describing the Aravalis has been a disaster and will be a disaster.
So why is the Supreme Court, why are the judges doing these things? So why are they doing things which will, why is the Honorable Supreme Court, instead of defending the rights of the people of this country, allowing our country's environment to be destroyed forever? I'm sorry to say this, but what specific knowledge do their honorable judges have that allows them? What gives them the right? Who authorizes, sir, the Supreme Court of India to dilute the definition of the Aravali Mountains at a time when we are dying of AQI?
There is an answer to that.
So this is just going too far. Supreme Court is taking everything into their own hands, sir.
No, every court is taking things into their own hands because they are being driven into it.
So they're not
because of the infrastructure developments, because of the political considerations, because
no,
of
but
the
we go back
builders.
to AQI, sir. Let's go back to the AQI issue because I'm discussing Aravalis later. But
come back to the AQI and I'll show you what I mean by this whole situation. The reason is this. We have changed the forest definition to a green cover definition. Now the forests are something which are defined under the Forest Act for a specific purpose. We have now changed that to say there must be green areas. Now a green area is not a forest. A park is not a forest. But we are notifying them to be protected forests under the Forest Act. For what reason, I don't know.
My point is, sir, I need people to know. So this is, see, the reason is we're going to be finished, sir, as a country, as a population, if this goes on. You know, people in Delhi are breathing 10 times, 20 times permissible limits. You may not realize this today. Charu Pragya, you say, oh, we are politicians, we are suffering too.
One just to add to what he was actually talking about. Yes. So sorry about this, but you know, also, as the Parliament has been postponing this conversation, Supreme Court also actually took almost 2 to 3 weeks, did not find time to hear this matter at all. And also, by the way, if the Chief Minister of Delhi does not know what is AQI or what IQ is, even the predecessor Chief Justice, while he was actually giving judgments and orders on Aravali and other things, did not know what PM 2.5 is. And in fact, it's the same Supreme Court that reversed the order of old vehicles yesterday, actually allowed old vehicles, allowed firecrackers, for heaven's sake, which actually green firecrackers.
But does it make any sense that you say a BS5 vehicle coming into Delhi will destroy the pollution situation in Delhi, but you can destroy the Aravali Mountains in the meanwhile?
And the lawyers
destroy the Aravali Mountains.
Lawyers
can work for home. Citizens can die. I don't know why Prime Minister Narendra Modi is not intervening on this. I'm sorry, but we're asking for leadership here. So we are in a national health emergency. The Prime Minister no less must intervene in this matter because I have not heard a word, and I'm giving my first empty chair tonight to Bhupendra Yadav, Central Narendra Modi's Minister for Education. May I ask you, Charu Pragya, where is the Union Minister for Environment? Where is, I am asking you tonight in all seriousness, Charu Pragya, you come and take the brickbats rightly on behalf of your party. We are all suffering. We haven't heard a word From the Union Minister for Environment, Dr. Bhupendra Yadav, who I told was one of the hopefuls for the BJP president's position. I was told he's in the race to be BJP president. Well, best of luck to him. You already got a working BJP president. Where is the Union Environment Minister? The nation wants to know where he is tonight. Charu Pragya. The nation wants to know where the Union Minister of State for Environment is tonight. The nation wants to know where the Delhi Chief Minister is tonight. You cannot, I don't care about Arvind Kejriwal tonight. I want to know where Narendra Modi's Union Minister for Environment is.
He must be in some country sitting there enjoying the right air quality. He travels the world. He enjoys the best air quality. And when he comes back to the BMA also, he enjoys the best purifiers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that.
Charu, on air, please. No, I've given him an empty chair tonight. That empty chair belongs rightfully to the missing Minister for Environment, Bhupendra Yadav, because there is a feeling I got that in the BJP government, your ministers no longer feel answerable to the people of India. And this arrogance, and that I want to ask you, how did you allow Parliament to shut without the decency, Charu Pragya, put that down, without the decency? Decency is the word. The simple decency to have a debate and time on the subject. How did you shut down Parliament? I say on behalf of the people of India, reopen Parliament now. Reopen Parliament. This is a public issue. We people of India say, am I right here, sir? We say reopen the Parliament. Let the Minister for Education come on the floor of Parliament and answer. The people of India, bring them, make them answerable to us. Do not give me this. Do not give me the. What is it?
Minister of State for Environment, floor of the House said,
I'm sorry.
No one dies.
I'm sorry. Where is the Minister for Environment? Where is the Minister for Environment in the Modi government?
No one dies.
There's no rhetoric. I'm sorry. She says tonight to us tonight that it's rhetoric. Is it? I'm sorry. As far as I know, I think the problem is. I think
there are 1.5 billion people. There are 1.5 billion people.
Forget the other
Charu,
how am I going to be heard?
Defend here.
Why nobody speaks in the Parliament? Did the Minister of State for Environment, just 1 second, did the Minister of State for Environment tell the Parliament that no one in India dies or falls ill because of air pollution? Is that true or no? Just say that. So do you think, is any one of us, is your throat hurting? Is your eyes hurting? Is it because of air pollution? Because that's what they're saying.
I'm going to repeat myself. There are 9 people in this studio.
There are 1.5 billion people in this country whose throat is gone.
I am getting there. Yes, all the viewers are waiting for me to answer. Are you going to let me get a word in or just scream all around me? Because if you don't want me to answer, then tell me.
The testimony is the lungs of a children who cry, and the Parliament doesn't function.
I should be allowed an answer, right? What's the point of this debate otherwise?
I'll tell you the point of the debate. Charu, just one minute.
We have elected you to clean our air.
Because I'm a practitioner in the art of putting pressure on governments. And I ask you, 1 minute, Charu, I'm not going to shout at you. I'll just say this tonight. Your accountability is to the businessmen or to the people. I'll put it very bluntly, you may not like it. There are businessmen. I don't know who, but there are businessmen, and I'm sure not small businessmen, because small businessmen can't break a mountain range. The big guys will come in. Absolutely. The biggest guys will come in to break a mountain range so that we can die even earlier. And the big businessmen, there was a planning board of the National Capital Region which declared natural conservation zones in the Aravalis in 2021. You promised to the people of India you will conserve the Aravalis. And now the missing Minister for Environment, right, has, okay, don't go by semantics, they're metaphorically missing. Allow me. The missing Minister for Environment has adopted a new definition for India's oldest mountain system and submitted it to the Supreme Court, which has quickly delivered a judgment saying, this is no longer the Aravalis, go break it. And I want to ask you, that was priority for you. Yes. Breaking, one minute. Charu, listen here, look here. Breaking a mountain range to allow businessmen to make huge skyscrapers there, and maybe thousands and tens and hundreds of thousands of crores was #1 priority for you, so that there can be more desertification, more pollution, and people can die more sooner. That was priority for you. But where was the priority? All I'm asking for is that extend and reopen our parliament to discuss our issues. These are our issues. The BJP is no longer used to answering the people of India. You have to answer. Yeah, but you feel answerable?
Yes, I'm
You feel answerable?
I am answering.
Do you feel answerable? When I sat with Rahul Gandhi in 2014, Rahul Gandhi didn't feel answerable. You know, they wiped him out of power. Are you answerable to us? Are you answerable to us?
I'll just take the mic off.
Why will you be? Why you'll protest? You'll walk out of my show.
You don't want me to
I'm asking, are you answerable to us?
I am. I'm trying to answer, not just to you, but to the country. That's my job. Let me do my job. May I please? So those who are saying, why is all of this happening? Let me put some things in intelligent perspective for you. Movement from BS4 to BS6 vehicles, it was done for environmental reasons. Largest network of metro in the world, it was done for a reason. Making sure that we are upping our capacity for solar energy, for wind energy. I'm coming to that. Vimlendu, don't speak over me. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat this, 9 of you in this studio and crores outside are waiting for an answer, right? You can all scream all over me. Have me here as a spectator. That's not helping everyone. Let me finish my flow of thought. All of this is done to help India in the long run. Yes, short-term measures are also being taken. If you want, I will list them all out for you. Those who raise this question, why blame the older government? Arnab will ask me this and I will start from there. And because my friend here is sitting in full tamasha mode learning from Arvind Kejriwal, let me add that. When the previous government forgets to make the payment for Metro Phase 4 and that expenditure falls upon the next government, it counts. It counts. When the previous government is given money,
I know the nature of this. I will come to you. All I'll ask is, one minute, no, Anmol, please. I am intervening. This was a promise. No, 1 minute. Nobody intervenes now. I am saying a point. Don't disturb.
No,
see, I am channelizing this. I am channelizing this. Charu, do not shout over me. Charu, do not shout over me. You promised you would not shout over me. You do not. You're not. Nikhil, look here. Nikhil, look here. 1 minute. We don't want that. Wait. Charu, look here at me. Don't shout. Now you don't disturb me. I'm speaking. No, not now. Charu, I'm asking you a simple question.
And I want to say
Charu, I'm asking you a simple question. No, you don't.
Again.
I'll tell you one thing. You got a dossier. Wait a minute, everyone. Charu Pragya, the national spokesman BJP, has come with a dossier of information she wants to read out. All I want is I want
150 crore people in this country. They have to live somewhere. They need energy. They need food.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Can you not give me? Why are you shouting over me? Why are you talking like this? I'm asking a question. All I'm asking is tonight that, see, you say that, Arnab, it's not magic. We are elected people. Politicians, you know how they talk? We're elected people. People have voted us. We know. What do you petty journalists know? You petty people, what do you know? I ask you this. All I'm asking Charu Pragya is give me a date. Give me a date. Charu, I'm speaking. I'm asking you, give me a date. Give me a date. Give me a date. Give me a goddamn date by when. Give me a date by when you will fix the problem. Give me a date by when. I'm asking Vikram saying, am I wrong in asking? Give me a date and take Anmol off air producers because I don't want the ambient levels to go wrong. Give me a date. I'm asking for a date for a solution. One more year of this, there will be millions more who will die. I'm asking for a date. Am I asking for too much, Vikram Singh?
Certainly not, Arnab. What you're asking is absolutely the requirement.
Give me a date.
Arunji, I would be very happy. It is not in our interest to rattle off statistics.
Numbers.
Nor to apportion blame on each other. I hold each and every political party responsible for the mess we are in. I am the senior most person sitting in this hall, and I would dare say I have never felt so suffocated, helpless, with my eyes burning as I am feeling today. Well, I am on the grace period. You all are not. You have a long life to go. All of you have decades and decades to work. Please be kind to yourself, because what you're doing to yourself and to your children,
and that empty
heavens
chair,
forbid, you are showing us the black.
That empty chair, once again, viewers, that empty chair, you can close up on it. Close up, please. That empty chair belongs to the Union Minister for Environment. I would have expected the Central Minister of Environment to be on my program. I would have expected him to send his Minister of State. I would have expected the Delhi Chief Minister to be there. I would have expected them to be there here to answer the people. Now, where do you expect to get the news? Do you think Doordarshan will do a program like this? Do you think Doordarshan is going to question the central government? Do you think the anchors on Doordarshan who are paid, 15 crore rupees nowadays, I'm told, 15 crore rupee anchors paid by the government are going to ask this question tonight? They won't. They won't. We will ask the questions tonight, right? Because, I don't expect a 15 crore anchor of the government to ask this question tonight. Arnab is asking this question because I'm giving them the turn. I'm giving them the turn. Gaurav Chachra.
Please ask them.
Why should you tell me what I should ask them?
Cities Ghaziabad, Noida, Bahadurgarh, Hapur, Greater Noida, Bagpat, Sonipat, Meerut and Rohtak, all are ruled by them. And when they are blaming the Aam Aadmi Party, they must read their own manifesto. This page number 10 says that in bold letters, that our government will not make any excuse or blame others for the problem related to pollution. Now they are blaming.
What you can do is, what you can do to help me, what you can do, 1 minute, what you can do to help me is take all I'm asking you to do, is to take your phone or your mobile instrument close to the screen, use that scan pledge, use the WhatsApp pledge. While in the last 30 minutes, 700 more people have said, we will vote NOTA. We will not vote for any of you. Congress, SP, AAP, BJP, we will not. Because you have failed us. Reopen Parliament on this subject. Gaurav Chachra, Gaurav Stern.
Parliamentarians.
Reopen Parliament on this.
None of them spoke. I'll tell you.
Yogita and Nikhil.
I'll tell you. Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi.
Tell.
50-50.
What is your blueprint?
Yogita and Nikhil. Chacha, wait. I'll come to you. Only two right now, Chacha. It's only Nikhil and Yogita. Calm down. No, Chacha, gotta wait. I'm coming to you after. Two on screen. Two.
Because you're opposition, right?
Yeah.
They
kill on air.
For you and Charuji, okay, you are an opposition, the biggest opposition. Where is the blueprint? What do you think the solution is? I want to ask you both.
The leader of opposition. No, that is for the opposition. That is for the opposition.
No, one of you
dear friends
together.
Can I please answer?
Charu is answering me.
Tell us how
Charu and Yogita only on screen now. Put the pledge line.
Tell us how can we improve air quality?
Yes, I am coming
we
there.
can live longer.
You asked a question and it's a constructive question. Thank you for raising that. Thank you for raising that point, and it's a constructive question. Delhi government, the first thing it did when it came into power...
What Delhi government did. I'm asking you, what can you do to improve air quality?
I am coming there. Yogita...
I'm asking you also as opposition, what can you do? Please tell us. No.
I can't get into a screaming match.
Tell us what you can do. Tell us what you can do. Tell us what you can do.
One minute. Don't speak over each other. Yes. Vimlendu, I'm coming right after this. Put the window on Vimlendu. The answer from Charu. Producers, listen to me. Vimlendu is on air. Charu is on air. You will speak to each other, not at each other. Calm down.
Thank you.
Calm down. 1 minute. Charu's turn.
Central Pollution Control Board. It has been revamped. There is work happening there. National Clean Air Policy. Funds have been allocated. 130 plus countries, cities in our country, apart from the main metros, have been included in that. All this that I was talking about, whether it is metros, whether it is apps to make carpooling easier. No, I'm coming there. Yogita, understand, there have to be a two-pronged approach. There is a short-term approach, there is a long-term approach, and you have to tackle both. You cannot build... are you trying to tell me metro network has not expanded? Is that what you're saying? Are you trying to tell me that clean energy network has not expanded?
Okay, one minute. Just one. I would give the floor. Yogita, 1 minute. Charu, now let's be brief. The only point is tonight. See.
So I just want to make...
You are a failure, government.
Yogita.
You're the failure oppositions. You are complete failure, all of you. You are failing the kids. You're failing every citizen. You're killing us.
Can I please answer? Can I please answer now?
You're murderers.
Can I please answer?
You're murderers.
Is that all you want to do?
Yes, saying you're murderers because people die.
Or not?
Yes,
Arnab, can I
people
please
die.
Yes, people are dying.
You know how many children died? You know how many children died? Nikhil,
Arnab, that is
it to discuss in the parliament. But you were not willing to listen. You are today sitting here saying the opposition was not doing anything. What my friend Anmol today is doing, all the opposition members of parliament were doing. Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi protested in the parliament. He said we need to discuss it as a national
and then you travel abroad
emergency.
and you fly abroad.
If the government is not letting a discussion happen, what do you want the government to do? This is the same government when Arvind Kejriwal said that we please reduce GST on air purifiers because they are now an essential. Ravinder Hooda raised his voice. Akhilesh Yadav raised his voice.
Viewers, I want to understand. Can you not? I'm saying to Nikhil, don't shout. Nikhil, can you not shout here, please? Update the numbers. Update the numbers. Producers, update the numbers. A question I have tonight is this. See, please, 1 minute. Vikramji, can I have your attention, please? I feel that for this government, on this issue, and why government, I would say for the politicians, there is no urgency when it comes to people issues because you believe, and don't interrupt, you believe that through a combination of social welfare schemes and subsidies, you manage your vote banks. And on other issues, you believe that mobilization on other subjects, whether that be religion or linguistic differences or a combination of caste factors, is the way to get elected. Now, I just want to remind every politician tonight, there is also a way they have forgotten. Charu, listen to me carefully. My experience in journalism teaches me that politicians forget the other thing. They know how to get elected. They forget how they can get unelected. You are not caring for the people. I'd say this to you, that there was an urgency with which the government sorted out things for the Sandesh Aravalis. There was an urgency with which you approached the issue which will allow the destruction of the Aravali mountain range forever. But when 35 crore people are living in a health emergency, the feeling among you is of tiredness that why is the Republic raising this issue? Why is that empty chair there today? Gaurav Chachra, that empty chair signifies politicians' approach towards the media.
Beijing in China was more polluted than Delhi. जब चीन ने कर दिखाया तो दिल्ली क्यों नहीं कर दिखा रही? मैं बताता हूं, आपके पास एयर पोल्यूशन प्रिवेंशन एंड कंट्रोल एक्शन प्लान क्या है? आज दिल्ली एनसीआर का हिस्सा, मैं बोल रहा हूं, मेरे बीच में मत बोलिए प्लीज, मुझे भी पूरा मौका दिया जाए. लेट मी स्पीक प्लीज. आज दिल्ली एनसीआर के हिस्से में राजस्थान आता है, हरियाणा आता है, उत्तर प्रदेश आता है और दिल्ली है. चारों राज्य में किसकी सरकारें हैं? भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार है. भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने यहाँ के लोगों को मरने के लिए छोड़ दिया है. वोट तो एक्स्ट्रा ले लिए इन्होंने, सीटें बढ़ा के सरकार बना ली, लेके हमारी जिंदगी घटा दी इन्होंने. इनके काले कारनामे हैं जो दिल्ली पूरी काली कर दी है. पॉल्यूशन से लोग हो रहे हैं बीमार, पर सरकार का उधर नहीं है ध्यान, बस नाम बदलने में लगी है सरकार. इसीलिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी पे सभी को है धिक्कार. आज हमारे बच्चे मर रहे हैं, आगे हमारा भविष्य बिल्कुल अंधकार में, हमारे बच्चों की आयु कम हो सकती है. हमारे अंदर क्या चल रहा है किसी को नहीं पता है. पॉल्यूशन की वजह से हो रहा है, एयर पॉल्यूशन की वजह से. आज दिल्ली की सरकार चुप है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो नियर बाय की सरकार है सब चुप है. उनके पास क्या एक्शन प्लान है? इनके जो काले कारनामे, इसी वजह से आज मैं काला पहन के आया हूं.
योगिता इज गुड क्वेश्चन. योगिता पूछिए.
आपकी पार्टी से किसी ने उठाया पार्लियामेंट में?
माननीय राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष श्री अखिलेश यादव जी ने मुद्दा उठाया
पार्लियामेंट में.
खुद आए थे नोएडा, उन्होंने बोला कि नोएडा में जब पत्तियों में देखा,
बस बोला
कितनी मिट्टी
है.
अरे बोले और क्या करें, सरकारों से क्या
झगड़ा किया.
सरकार में आज कौन है? आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार है. सरकार तो आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी की है. वो लोग क्यों नहीं काम कर रहे हैं? सिर्फ जनता को गुमराह करना और छल कपट और झूठ की राजनीति करना. वोट लेके जनता के सीट पे बैठना आता है इनको. सत्ता की मलाई चाटना आता है, जनता के लिए काम करना नहीं आता इनको. इनको सिर्फ सत्ता की मलाई चाटना आता है.
दिस इज अ पॉलिटिकल.
सारा एनवायरमेंट के लिए करता है, उसे आप यूपा में डाल के जेल में डाल देते हो. सोनम वांगचुक को आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए. बहुत
आज आप क्या कर रहे हो? आपका एक्शन क्या है?
I now want to open up to calls. 1 minute. Rajesh Chaudhary is calling from Pune. Volume should be high, and I want to tell you 2,000 more people have joined in the last 20 minutes. Her minute, every minute 100 people. In every second more than one person. सुनिए, आप लोग कहते हैं ना, गौरव जी आप लोग क्या कहते हैं, ये मीडिया क्या है, ये चैनल वाले क्या है, इनकी जरूरत ही नहीं है. हम सोशल मीडिया में चलाते हैं, हमारी ट्विटर हैंडल है. I am telling you, the media is the only opposition in this country, and I am also telling you, don't think Charu Pragya, 15 crore anchor is not the opposition. There is Republic. It's not the 15 crore anchor which will ask you a question. And I want to ask you tonight, every second 2 people are joining this initiative.
You didn't support the opposition then. Arnab, the same opposition was asking for a debate on pollution, but you didn't support the opposition then. Today you are here to sling mud on the opposition when Arvind Kejriwal, Akhilesh Yadav, Rahul Gandhi, all these...
You guys will only have a political debate. What will you do?
Political debate. No.
What will you do? You'll have a political debate.
Let's have a discussion as a national health emergency crisis. We've been talking about pollution as a serious issue.
Anmol is on the debate.
But then you want to back the government when it comes to Vande Mataram or some jingoistic issue or some religious issue. When this same Bhupender Yadav goes to Bihar, when he goes to Bihar... And
keep quiet. You've done nothing. You've done nothing. I will question you too. I will question you too. I will question your minorityism. I will question your appeasement politics. I will question your approach. I will question your crony capitalism. You people are the masters of crony capitalism. You sold the country when you were in power. You are sellers of the country. Anmol is on the debate. Anmol, take him off. Anmol and Kailash Vasudev. 1 minute. Kailash, 1 minute. Calm down, everyone. I want Kailash ji to have a word in after that.
At the moment, we've come here to discuss AQI, and we are adding noise pollution to it.
Please, sir.
Let's be rational about what we have to say. AQI is a situation which has been bugging the North since 2000. No political party, no authority, whether it's the pollution control boards, whether it is the National Capital Region boards, whether it is the planning boards of the cities, have taken any action. I'll give you examples. You look at Chandigarh, still safe because green trees have been protected. You are not allowed to cut trees. You travel into Mohali, it's a destroyed city. You travel further down towards Ambala, it's gone bad. You travel from Delhi towards Jaipur, it's gone. Gurgaon has now become a city-concentric building area where only commercial interests are playing. The cities have gone off green cover.
Tell me what will happen? What will happen? Just for a moment, sir, I have to take callers. Imagine, just coming to you right away. I'll tell you. To channelize the debate, I want all schools and all colleges to tell their students to do projects on what will happen if the government allows, and they have already allowed, the destruction of the Aravali mountain range. I think the Prime Minister has to intervene. I request the Prime Minister of India to intervene to save the Aravali mountains from whatever is going on. It is not right. Political parties did not create the Aravali mountains. They have no right to destroy them. Rajesh Chaudhary from Pune. Rajesh Chaudhary after that. Mr. Chaudhary, please. I will come to you. Mr.
Good evening. Good evening, Arnab.
Good evening, sir.
I'm 65-year-old plus, staying in Pune. On 14th, I was running 10K in Pune. And then evening, I went to Delhi. The status was 15th of this month, I was coughing. 16th, I was like, my lungs were congested. 16th, next day, yesterday, my wife was throwing out sputum with the traces of blood. Can't we have a fundamental right to breathe?
Sir,
and these politicians who are sitting on your channel are all fighting for vote bank politics. If in case they can draft a common charter of the AQI, let that be a 10-year plan.
So, Mr. Chaudhary, things are going to get worse because they are going to start now slowly destroying the Aravali mountains. You know what will happen then, sir? Imagine from Gujarat to Delhi, the Aravali mountains are going to be destroyed, 90% of it. On our news debate desk, you can see calls are coming in and we are picking them up. I'd like to go to our next caller, Colonel Mahesh from Delhi. Colonel Mahesh. Colonel Mahesh, are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm there. Can you hear me?
I can. Thank you.
Good evening. Firstly, compliments to you, Arnab, for taking the government to task on this very important issue. My general question to all the politicians is that they are all playing a blame game and playing lip service as far as the citizen is concerned. But particularly to Charu Pragya, who's the spokesperson of BJP, I want to ask her, don't you realize that this is not a Delhi-centric problem? This is a national problem. Why has the Prime Minister not declared a national emergency? That is one.
Please
and
answer.
why are you
Just wait a minute. Colonel, why has the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, not declared a national emergency? Pretty straightforward question.
The efforts being made to mitigate this issue are nationwide. This is what I'm trying to say. The Environment Minister convening every meeting is ensuring there is work happening on ground every day. There is no escaping from. No, I'm.
Vimlendu is stepping in.
Is that all evening it's very easy to blame the other, and please blame Arvind Kejriwal for inaction for sure. Yeah. 1 minute, let me finish. One thing that we need to acknowledge that this is a pan-India problem. Delhi is not the only polluted city that we're talking about. One. Second, that we need to acknowledge that this is not just about comfort, luxury, recreation. Breathing is not a recreation in that sense, right? And there are 1.5 million people who are dying. Hospitals are telling us that people and elderly are actually running out of breath and are in ICU. What more evidence do you need? Do you know one thing, that the number of people who die because of air pollution are higher than people who die because of malaria or other things? So proportionate action. You were talking about CPCB.
Well,
you know there's
50%. Your argument.
50% vacancy. Do you know this thing, Pragya, you were talking about CPCB is the body. Do you know most CPCB has 50% vacancy? You were talking about budget. Do you know the national budget of Clean Air Program is 19,000 crores for 6 years for 130 cities? On an average, that comes to 25 crores.
Okay,
Wait. Can I finish? And RTI says that majority of that fund is unspent. Also, the RTI says that 90% of that money is actually spent. From that spent amount, 90% of that money is spent on sprinklers. That is PM10. How about PM 2.5? Dust control. So the coal thermal power plants, the RTI, just 1 second. Let's understand the science of pollution. 1 second. Wait.
Yes, thank you. At least somebody is talking about the science of pollution, not harping on about press conferences, no matter what happens. This is more than a press conference. The Prime Minister is working around the clock, not disappearing like other leaders.
Should do a press conference. It's a high time.
He's accounted for.
There are 15
thermal
power plants in the immediate 300-kilometer periphery that do not follow sulfur dioxide norms. Can you please, after this, call the Environment Minister, the Power Minister, the Prime Minister, and least that they can do is shut that down. Can you do that? So, this data, itna kiya, for me, my judgment, I'll judge you only on 2 parameters. The country will judge you only on 2 things, not on your 120 list of what you've done. Because clearly, what you have done has not worked. Otherwise, India would not be red.
See, I'll tell you one thing. The reason is because on a lighter note, the reason why the government gets away is A, because there is no opposition. B, those who are left in the opposition are like Shashi Tharoor, Shashi Tharoor is putting his job application to the BJP every morning, so he's not going to ask questions out here. Vikram Singh, what's your broad thought? Why is it become so extreme? And I get a sense that should Parliament extend? Have one-day debate on Saturday.
This should be treated as emergency number 1, because nothing could be more disastrous than this. This is an unmitigated disaster, and we have dealt with kid gloves. Today is the time for national emergency and putting a best foot forward. To the contrary, I feel that we are behaving like Rip Van Winkle, sleeping over the problem, presuming that some fairy will decide. No, not at all. Unless we decide to act in the next 72 hours, I think it is a catastrophe.
In India, you know what we're talking about. Every third child has asthma. So whatever that we have done, it's not enough. That's the only prayer that I have for you. That, it's not enough. You might have done metro, you have done enough, but the fact that if India has become the most polluted country and 1.5 million people are dying, every third child has pulmonological challenge, people are losing 10 years, that statistics is stronger, more worrisome than your list of things that you've done.
Agreed.
And also, I take offense,
Charu,
but I take offense from one part. Of course, the Environment Minister didn't say anything. You tell me, as a citizen, when the State Minister says no one dies in India because of air pollution, did he say that or not? Yes or no? And also the Environment Minister says India's AQI standard should be different. Why? Is Indian lung made of steel?
Come on, Charu,
Can I
will not follow WHO standards.
Can I
She's
answer
answered the
that?
question.
Air
I will come.
pollution in every part of the country is for various reasons. Reasons of
Yes, so deal with it.
industrialization.
Fix
Yes.
it.
Maybe reasons of some bad habits that have continued for very
we have
long.
given you-
Yes.
we have
But
elected
are
Ladies
they
and gentlemen,
being
as I
fixed?
close this
That's
debate.
exactly what I'm
Okay,
asking.
1 minute. 1 minute. Anmol!
It just does not make any sense.
Anmol!
Road transport budget is 2,87,000.
Heard you
crores.
going.
How much is air budget? Can you
problem
tell me
is-
now? Can you tell me what is the air quality budget or air quality mitigation?
Okay, Vimle.
The road budget is 3 lakh crores. Sorry,
Charu.
For Delhi alone, 2,700 crores.
India.
But I am telling you for Delhi, I'm giving you the number.
How much?
I know.
Tell
I'm
me.
trying to tell you
Tell me.
2,700 crore. You are completely going to write off
27 crores?
2,700 crore. Delhi's plan. Yes.
So your personal BJP fund budget.
Pollution control.
Anyway, I'm closing in right now. I'm closing in right now, please.
You should not have said.
Come on, Anmol, close the debate right now, ladies and gentlemen. Since I've run short of time, I will only say this to you viewers. I am proud to say that every minute of this debate, we have 4,000 more people. We have 4,000 more people who have said they will have NOTA for AQI. They will not vote for any political party. And at 9 p.m. tonight, why the government must stop the destruction of the Aravali mountains. It's a huge issue. You need to get involved when I'm back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।